Hi everyone, welcome back to the Student Vlogs. My name is Miffy Tani and I was in the art school, but I transferred to the School of Information and I'm currently a rising junior.
And my name is Mahiru. I just graduated this May from the business school.
From military service to scientific innovation, Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, or AAPI, have shaped our history and shared their culture and achievements in communities across America.
Today we've asked a few fellow Wolverines to join us and discuss their experiences as an AAPI student at U of M.
Please introduce yourself and tell us what you're studying at UMich.
Hi, my name is Deepti and I just graduated from the University of Michigan this past year with a major in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience.
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm an upcoming junior at the University of Michigan and I'm currently studying UX design through the School of Information, and I'm also minoring in art and design and entrepreneurship.
Upon arriving at UMich, did you feel you had to seek out a community of AAPI individuals?
When I came to the University of Michigan, a lot of my friends from my high school had kind of dissipated into going to their own schools. So at first, I was a little bit overwhelmed with the fact that I didn't really have a close group coming in. So I did try to kind of find people of my background, as like when I experienced elementary and middle school, I didn't really have that and I never felt like very connected to my friends then. And then again, as I moved into high school, I found my group. So I did kind of feel like I was searching for like a group of people who I could really like share things in common with, interest, background, and feel very comfortable around.
I wasn't as concerned with necessarily finding other, AAPI people when I went to school, but it is something that's always on your mind, when you're going to classes and your friends aren't there, you want to try out new things, join clubs. Sometimes you want to see other people who look like you and feel like you can make that connection with them. And I do think that depending on, the school you're in or the types of activities you're getting involved in, sometimes it is harder than others to find that kind of, community.
Did you find that there was a large representation of AAPI students within your area of study? So I came to the University of Michigan as an art student. I didn't feel like there was a lot of Japanese representation within my area of study. There are definitely a lot of Asian students, Korean, Chinese students, but personally for me, I wasn't able to find a specific Japanese community in the art school.
So I studied at the business school, and I do think that there's a decent amount of AAPI students in Ross, but at the same time, I think it's really hard to feel a big sense of diversity, when you're walking through the building or when you're sitting in your classroom. Sometimes I really just didn't feel like I fit in at all or that it was meant for me. For me personally, my journey of going down this path of business was really kind of nerve-wracking. I felt like I didn't have the confidence to really put myself out there and, say what I think and share my thoughts.
What do you feel has been the most challenging part of being an AAPI student at U of M?
Definitely the hardest part, in my opinion, was I feel like I met a lot of friends who didn't have that many Asian friends back at home. So it was kind of hard for me to like separate myself from the preconceptions and like the negative stereotypes that people might have, which like I obviously don't think everyone I met like had those ideas, but definitely it was hard for me to like not think that. So I tried really hard to be someone that does not really follow like the monolith of what Asian people are. Like I try to represent myself as different, which at first I guess it was like not the best way to think about it, because like I still am really proud of who I am and like my culture.
What do you feel has been the most rewarding part of being an AAPI student at U of M?
After coming here and seeing such a diverse student body, it's made me more comfortable with who I am and knowing that there are so many different other people, not even here, but just like out in the world, and I shouldn't ever feel uncomfortable expressing who I am just because I'm in the minority. Growing up, I never really found myself embracing my culture, who I am, but here at the University of Michigan, people really have come from all different backgrounds, and it's made me kind of understand that I don't need to like fit in anywhere and feel uncomfortable. Like I can definitely just express myself and I should be confident with it.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you all for tuning in to the U of M Student Vlog, and happy AAPI Heritage Month.
Go Blue!